સંધાન ઓલ ગુજરાત ઇન્ટિગ્રેટેડ ક્લાસરૂમ
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Hello friends, very good afternoon. Myself Shashikant Bhagat, I am the faculty of National Institute of Mass Communication and Journalism, which is a Ahmedabad based institute. As we all know, almost every central university, a states university or deemed university included a syllabus, included a topic in commercial communication, which a segment dedicated to the press report writing and to know the mass communication processes and how it gets impacted on the society. As we all know, mass communication is a very important tool nowadays, which is play a very important role in a democracy. As we all know, we have 4 pillars in democracy. One is dedicated to, or say, executive. The second one is judiciary. The third one is legislative, and the fourth one is mass media. As we all know, vehicle without a wheel cannot be run, cannot be operated. Likewise, in democracy without media cannot function properly. Today I'm going to touch upon the basics of mass media and what are the techniques, what are the tools to be used while writing for the press, that is a press release or press report writing. As we can see the first slide, that is a mass media, introduction to the mass media. In the left hand side we have seen there is a huge people, lot of people, mass people gathering together just to support, just to oppose a certain cause, certain issues, certain development things. While in the right hand side we can see there are different paradigms, there are different tools to be used in mass media. We can see television, newspaper, radio, internet, traditional media, and many more things. Second slide, we can understand media is completely around us nowadays, 24/7, 365 days in a year or 360 days in a year. Basically, we people driven through with 3 segment of our life. One is at home, the another is on the go, and the third one is at work. We can see the different peripheral devices, hardware devices we established in our home, that is mobile phones. We use personal computer, television, radio, newspapers, and many more things. What we always hunting for the information, we always hunting for the news, what's going around us, what's going to the national interest, what's going to the world phenomena. So media is at home. And the second, when we go out of our home for our work, for our business, or for any other things, again this thing nowadays we carry laptop, we carry tab, we carry mobile phones, we carry radio, we carry newspapers, so magazines. Why? Because again here and there while moving or driving we always seek for the new things, we seek for the new information. And if you want to spend some more time, then if you have time, we read those newspapers, those tools which is here and there landing with in our hands or in our packet or in our car. And the second, when we reach to our home or business houses or any other places, we again find initially in the first instant 3 things: newspaper, where is newspaper, magazine, mobile phones, radio. Again for what? We constantly wanted to update ourselves what's going, because as we all know, media is the hawkers of the content. it's a very true, but where the contents are lying, contents are everywhere, contents are omnipresent. The only thing is that we have to look at the media's content. Third slide, we can touch upon the types of media. Here I am trying to highlight the scenario of mass media after 1989. We know we have a print media, we have electronic media, we have photography, we have cinematography, we have traditional media. Basically it is considered to be the traditional one since long we, when the humans evaluated the printing presses, since then the photography and text and images came into the picture, then the film and some other things came into the picture. Okay, then last 15 to 12 years we can see the digital media spreaded across the globe, like and made it a global village, like web blogs, pages, emails, texting, tweeting, digitalizing, online gaming, YouTube's, many more things. Nowadays digital media is nothing but the point of text, the point of audio, the point of video and point of images. Just by clicking or fingertips we get those things very easily. We just need smartphones or a digital devices through which we can get the information. Now further ahead we can see there are nowadays 7 types of mass media vehicles existed. As we all know, mass media is nothing but the medium which interpersonal communication exists. Mass media is the medium of interpersonal communication between the people, between the organization, between the society, between the nation, between the countries. So we have print, which is a traditional, to be considered very older one. Then the radio comes, recording part. Then the cinema came. Then radio came. Then television. Then internet. And nowadays we have mobile phones. Again, categorically we can see in print media. Let us take the print media. There are 2 segments of print media. One is considered to be the newspapers or tabloid, which is broadsheet also called, and then another one is magazine. Then the radio nowadays again segmented into 2 parts. The one is private FM radio and the All India radio. All India radio is to be considered the very first, very older one, which is owned and governed by the government of India under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Then television again we have a different segments. We have Doordarshan, which is government owned. Then the entertainment channels like Sony, Colors, ZTV. Then we have film, a specific category wise film, just G Cinema, like G Cinema and Pictures, AXN, HBO, and new channels like Aaj Tak, NDTV, 24/7, Times Now, ET Now, CNBC, Awaaz, etc. Then the film. There was a time film was just considered to be the entertainment medium, but nowadays film playing a very powerful role of a mass communication, thanks to certain films, those films who changed the entire education system of India, like Tare Zameen Par, 3 Idiots, Munna Bhai MBBS, and all those. So film is considered a very powerful mass medium. Nowadays people are not just go to watch the film for the entertainment. They expect much more things. They need sensationalization, they need glamour, they need information, they need entertainment, everything they seek from a good film. Then music. Nowadays we have listened the music through the radio, through FM radio, through website. Nowadays application also developed like Gaana or Hungama, which anyone can download by just Google Play and iPhone and Windows, and they can listen the music according to their suitable time. Then telecommunications. There was a time that once the film go out from the multiplexes or say theater, we expect that when the film telecast on the television and we watch. Nowadays, thanks to the digital medium telecommunication D2H, that they said, okay, demand on movie, you just pay a few rupees and you can watch your special movie, or you wanted to see the certain cricket match telecast broadcast, you just record on your operator and you watch. So telecommunication playing a very important role. Then the internet is like a massive forum for the everyone, literate, illiterate. Nowadays everybody is move on to the social networking sites, Twitter and the Facebook and Pinterest and Orkut and many more things, Skype. Just it takes a very less cost and more information, more entertainment things. Then out of the home, nowadays almost every film promotion is went to the first out out of home, like hoardings, and almost every events in and around our cities is displayed on the OH, because people while driving through the road, they can see and watch and glance what events, what news, what things is happening or going to happen in our city or in our country or in our localities. And then events, I think nowadays events is the most important source of giving the news to different mass media. Let us take a hierarchy. Basically what we call PR or advertising, basically they create the events, and events generates the news, and news generates the favorable coverage in different mass media. So nowadays almost every corporate sector, public sector, government, non-government, even local societies, they organize an event, they invite the media people, and media people capture the photographs and videos and audios and text and images, and they gets printed in their respective and newspaper and the mass medium. So this is the entire gamut of how the mass media works. Now let us go to some historical background of Indian mass media. But before going to the Indian mass media, let us consider, let us just have a look out the world press, world mass medium. Basically when we talk about the historical background of mass media, different authors have given different opinions, different background of the mass media. Like some of the researchers says that England is considered to be the pioneer in mass media, print media. Then some of the authors says America is considered to be the pioneer in mass media. Some of others says the European countries and the China is considered to be the pioneer in mass media. But roughly we can consider, just because of we live in a democratic country, and free press normally started roughly in the 1600th century. Only at the end of 19th century free press published in England, and basically the existence of mass media just to create the opposition from the monarch, opposition from the parliament, opposition from the courts, cases brought to the court. And because some of the justice was not justified according to the requirement of the people, requirement of the convicts, so that is why they started circulating the printing part to the people, that look, this monarch and the parliament, courts and cases not doing the right justification. That was the evolution period of the mass media. World press is considered from the England. Then 17th century another development phase is 17th century, which is completely driven to the authoritarian control. The authority people control the entire media. Then in 18th century, public sphere and the press came at one place, where they thought that not only the single one-way mass communication or one-way communication sufficient, they required two-way communication process, or say multi-dimensional communication process, through which people and the media and the bureaucrats and the society and democrats come at one place, discuss the issue and find out the solution. Then in the 19th century, the liberal press paper came into the picture, because this was considered the 18th and 19th century. The legality of the things came into the picture, and the government said, okay, we are freeing to the mass media to press the report, to press the news, to press the views to the people, but with a limited constraint. You are not supposed to violate certain laws, certain regulations which we governed, which we regulated throughout our territory. Then the 20th century, treaties on free speech. Thanks to the United Nations, that they come up with what we call human rights convention and the civil society convention, that they come up with an idea, okay, everybody should get equal participation for the free speech and free expression of their views and ideas. So treaty was signed in across the country, across the world, by the intervention of the United Nations, and then free press completely enacted, but not completely, I can say, under the purview of the law. Any mass media, any press media not supposed to violate certain laws, certain regulations which is given by the constitution. And then 20th century, we can consider the virtual press came into the picture. Virtual press means nowadays everybody wants to read say e-paper or say web portals, news web portals, the news website, because nowadays there is a lack of time availability. So people thinking that while moving towards my home or towards my office, I'll just read through those different headlines of the newspapers and the channels and many more things. And again, moreover, earlier there was a website and the web portals. Nowadays almost every say mass media organizations developed their web application. Just you are supposed to download those web applications on your compatible mobile phones, and as per your need, as per your time, as per your availability, you can read those newspapers. And time to time they get flashed on your screen that so and so news appeared, so and so time, so and so people said this thing. So again, web application is happening in another tool of mass media. Then second part, we can see the historical background of mass media. Earlier I tried to cover the world press, then I am shifting towards the history of Indian mass communication. As we know, though, Kolkata is considered to be the first in different pioneer in different areas. Say what we call the first capital of India was Kolkata. Then the metro rail came. Then the Supreme Court of India first operated from Kolkata only. Then almost every banks initially they started operating from Kolkata only. So in not only this, mass media is also started from Kolkata. James August Hickey, he started Bengal Gazette or called Kolkata Advertiser, and then later on Mumbai Samachar, Madras Courier and many more newspapers existed just to get the freedom from the Britishers. So mass media play a very important role for the freedom of our country. And pioneer places you can consider the Kolkata, Bombay or Mumbai, and then the Madras. And then very number of vernacular places started in different cities like Allahabad, Ahmedabad, Rajkot, then Lucknow, Banaras, and almost every parts of the country, Assam and many more parts. So we can consider, in short, Kolkata, Bombay and Madras is the pioneer in historical background of Indian mass. Then what are the difference between if someone wants to know the difference between the print media and electronic media, just one has to imagine the operating philosophy. And when we watch a television, or when we listen to a radio, and when we read a print media, what are the things to be considered while differentiating them? The first one, in my mind, I can consider the literacy is very important in print media. The only literate people can read the text, otherwise for illiterate people there is no possibility. While in electronic media, illiterate can also read, the illiterate people can also listen the radio, the television. So illiteracy and literacy is the difference between the print media and the electronic media. The second difference we can consider works according to the deadline. Yes, there is a specific deadline given to all the reporters of the printing press, that suppose 7 o'clock is the deadline given to all the reporters that your news should reach to our end. So by 7 o'clock, or say 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever the deadlines given by the particular mass media, your story or your thing should reach towards the editorial, and it get settled, graphically designed, and then gets to printed. So deadline is very important. While in electronic media there is no deadline. If breaking news coming up, so there is no deadline that some of the things that you can stop your regular news if the breaking news comes. So there is no deadline in electronic media and the radio. Then third one, check and recheck. There is a possibility of check and recheck in print media, while in electronic media may not be possible for your check and recheck. Once it get telecasted or broadcasted, you cannot do anything. You can do later on that either you have to tell to your audience, to your listener, that certain things we amended, but initially when we telecasted and broadcast, there is no possibility of checking and rechecking. Then fifth one, there is no scope of live discussion in print media. There is a certain possibility of live discussion in electronic media. As we all know, all the debates and discussion parts and the what we call many more forum is being telecasted, broadcasted, like current affairs in radio, then the current affairs and the debate and discussion in different channels they organize according to their suitability. Mostly it is organized at the prime time, like from 7 to 10 p.m. So possibility of live discussion in electronic media, there is no possibility of live discussion in print media. Language friendly, yes, your there is a constant, there is a what we call possibility that your language should be your reader friendly. You cannot put your jargons in your write up, because if you put too much of jargons, too much of technical things which common layman cannot understand, your story will be no impact. So language friendly required in print media, while in electronic media there must be a viewer friendly. Your audio, your video, your visuals, your voice over, your anchor should be viewer friendly, live friendly. Then the seventh one, frequent update not possible, and minute to minute update possible in electronic media. Yes, certainly, because once it get printed and circulated towards the region, there is no possibility of frequent update. And in electronic media, minute to minute, even nowadays second to second update is possible. Then role of mass media, I have categorized three role of mass media which play in a democratic society and democratic country. The one, media always construct our culture. Yes, because traditionally or culturally we so much of a strong media people work, they are from our culture, our society, so they try to construct the culture and traditions and the custom of the society. Media masses affect our thoughts, attitudes and actions. Yes, always this is predominantly accepted that media masses always affect to our thoughts, attitude and actions. Let us take an example of celebrity people like a cricketer or a politician or a what we call film artist. They influence through their haircuts, their attires, their dress up, their speaking and all. So, and politician even, see the example of our Chief Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi is a very influential person. His thoughts and attitudes always the young people and the many more people get perceived, and many more celebrity people. So media accordingly catch those messages, those texts, those images, and try to put up to the audience. So media is the language of persuasion. Yes, the main focus of all the formats of mass media, either you call it print or electronic or advertising or a public relation or traditional media, persuasion is the basic task, basic objective of mass media. Then the fourth one, media construct fantasy worlds. Yes, you can consider the example of advertising and the public relation or the film. They always create the fantasy world. Fantasy means entertainment and the information. Whenever we see the ads, we watch the ads, we first get entertained, then it gets other things, either we going to purchase those products or not. But yes, it creates the fantasy world. No one tells the whole story. Yes, mass media some of times or always say no one tells the whole story of the entire story that happened. Whatever they gather those information, they accordingly put some words, to put some thoughts, and put forward to the audience, to the readers. Then media message contains text and subtext. This is pertaining to the advertisement, because text is what we see, but subtext what we can't see. What we can't see. दूध पीता है इंडिया, और टेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया, और से देश का नमक, टाटा नमक is a text, but subtext is, yes, only is the Tata Namak can be the what we call Desh Ka Namak, not Nirma, not Ankur, not any other. Yes, so text and subtext is very important in advertising and the PR part. Then the seventh, mass media reflect the values and viewpoints of the media makers. Mass media message always creates the value and viewpoints and vision and mission to the media makers and the policy maker, because they showing those facts and figures, news and views to the many people. So media message always impact to the policy maker and the media makers, what to telecast, what not to telecast, at what time to telecast, and what will be the contents. So then the eighth one, individual construct their own meanings from the media. Yes, suppose that one news has reflected, telecasted, broadcasted, there is a possibility that many people thinks according to their experiences, according to their past experiences, past exposure of that cause, that issue, that product, that services, that things. So individuals construct their own meaning from the media. Ninth, media message can be decoded. Decoded here the meaning of interpretation. As per my consideration, this news should be like this. That news should be like this. So interpretation may be different from person to person and locality to locality, region to region. Media literate youth and adults are active consumer of the media. Yes, we can take the example of upcoming our general election. Almost every political party now attracting towards the youth and the adults, because almost 50% of our voters are from the youth background or the adults backgrounds. And what are the ultimate medium to reach those people? Only the mass media. So media literate youth and adults are active consumer of the mass media. And we can say nowadays almost every political party try to catch different sections of the youth by allotting those particular mass medium. Then the intermediate, पानी पी सकते हैं? पानी. Intermediate role. The human brain processes images differently than the words. Yes, because that's delve our thoughts and processes. We process time-based media differently than the static. Yes, media is dynamic. Nowadays people demanding the dynamic content, not the static content. So process are based on the real time and the time based. The 13 media are most powerful when they operate on an emotional level. Yes, we all Indian people influence through the emotions part. So media always try to catch up the emotions of the people, irrespective of the medium you see and watch or read. So in emotional part is always there in mass media. So this is the intermediate level. Media messages can be manipulated to enhance the emotional impact. Media effects are subtle. Media effects are complex just because of the our thinking pattern, our experience, our exposure, our value system may differ from society and person to person. Media convey ideological and value message, and we all created media. Here 18 point is very important to understand. We all created not only this print media or electronic or radio and television or public relation and corporate communication and advertising and traditional media are only considered to be the vehicles of mass media. We also can say this, we create email ID. Suppose that we create our email ID, we create social media account, we create a blog. So they are also the vehicle of mass media, and this is also reaching to the many people, to our friends, to our family. So we all sometimes create the media, and in different context we people only decide what to read and what not to read, what to watch, what not to watch, what to listen, what not to listen. So sometimes we also create mass media. Then the upper stage, that is mass media advanced role. Our system reflect the power dynamics in our society. Thanks to the media, that we very strongly believe in certain ideology of a certain parties, certain societies, certain regions, certain states, and the certain government policies and certain welfare schemes, and we accordingly include and append and tend to implement in our system. And most media are controlled by commercial interest. Yes, earlier it was a service motto of mass media, but nowadays media is considered to be just a commodity, just a perishable product. So accordingly your text and your images and your videos are also perishable products. So commercial interest is the first priority nowadays, mass media playing. Later on it comes a service or a social context or a corporate social responsibility or social or democratic responsibility. First, how to run the business, how to run the media. The commercial interest is nowadays is the prime priority of any formats of mass media. Just because of a lot of FDI involved in mass media, foreign direct investment came in mass media. Then media monopolize reduce opportunity to participate in decision making. This is also a very important part, because nowadays media is creating monopolies. Yes, despite of we all knowing that different vehicles, different formats of mass medias are there, but there is a acceptance that monopoly always media creates. Monopoly, if it's just a hand of a mass media, if they wants to create the hype of a particular cause or particular issues or particular news, they can create, and there is a very integrity part they play. So media monopolize the reduced opportunity of participate in decision making. But then the decision making part, that's up to us. Either we go to the mass media for the decision making part or not, that's up to us. But media is just to report, not to support anything. Changing the media system is a justice issue. Yes, certainly I can consider the regulation and self-regulation part, because despite of having many laws and ethics, we are not obeying our law and ethics. So justice can be a very important role in this part. We can change our media system. Yes, that is depend on the owner and the editor of the particular channels or mass media. What way they want to change, they can change. And 24th, media literate youth and adults are media activists. Yes, This is very important. Just by influencing an emotional purview of mass media, youth gets and adults get influenced, and they create the activism part. They create they support to the media, they support to the society, they support to the any celebrity people, they support to the any cause and justice. So yeah, media literate youth and adults are media activists. Major news agency we have in India: Press Trust of India, which is the oldest one, United News of India, UNI, Indo-Asian News Services, and the Hindustan Samachar. Hindustan Samachar, I tell you, Hindustan Samachar is operating nowadays in 12 languages, and this is a multi-language syndication services agency in India. Almost 13 languages they provide. That's all from the basic part. Now we'll move on to the press report press report writing part. We can see unit 2 press report part. There is a 2 segments given. Understanding the press, that I have tried to cover most of the things, and then drafting a press release, that is a B. Accident, there are 3 segments given: accidents, natural calamities, and current events. In mass media, there are certain things which primarily consider to evaluate, to analyze. See, we have a crisis, we have issue, we have accident, we have disaster, we have many more some natural and unnatural calamities that happens. We call it in different formats. So accident is one of, either accident happen in road mishap, or say train disaster, or plane crash, or a boat tragedy, or any other in other sort of places. Then the natural calamities we can say earthquake is one, tsunami, devastating flood is another one, and cyclonic storm. And we can also say climatic change nowadays considered to be the natural calamities. Ozone layer, sometimes during the rainy season, sometimes cold happen during the winter season, sometimes we feel very warm in summer season. Anytime anything's happen. So this ozone layer part and sky calamities nowadays happening in our country, in across the world. And then current events, an event that has generated news value and concern larger of the society. Basically the student and the faculty of say bachelor part, they're driven through this accident and natural calamities part, because some of the times that happens, some student collided, they fighted with each other and with each other group or different group, and some mishap, some unusual things happen. So and media gets attracted, gets catch to you, and they want the justification, the clarification from your side. So and then the natural calamities, no one knows what when the earthquake happens, when the tsunami happens, when the flood happens, when the cyclonic or unnatural calamities or natural calamities that happens. But we always prepare to face the media. And there are 2 ways to face the media. Either first, if you don't have too much of information, you either face to personal discussion, or say live discussion, or clarify to the things, answer to the media. And then after, later on, you say to the media people, to the reporter, that look, this at this point of time we have this much of information, as and when we get the entire information, we'll let you know, we'll have a press conference, we'll distribute the material to you, and we'll let you know. So let us jump to the drafting of a press report part. Like we draft our letter to seek some leave, or we do certain things to open a bank account, or say any other things. So likewise, our while writing for the business commercial part, we mostly targeting to the people whom I am going to write. I am going to write to the director, to the principal, to the manager, to the board of director, to whom. So in this way we are considering that my target audience, my target people whom I am going to convey the message is this. So likewise, while writing the same thing, writing the report part, we also consider to the reporter, to the particular media, what important points, what important things we include in our reports so that it get published, get broadcasted in particular media. For example, suppose that in a college some two students they fight it to each other and they get what we call, they died. So what was the reasons, media will first ask. So we have to put those things that at what time that happens. We always have to follow while writing the press report 5 things, 5W and 1H: what, when, why, when and how. And secondly, we always focus while writing the press report, who says what, in which channel, with what effect, to whom. So this thing always play a very important role. You are going to convey your message, your report to whom? The media. Which media? Gujarati media or Hindi media or English media or any other vernacular media. So your media people should be the first considered while drafting the press release. Then initially you you have to create a catchy headline through which the editor can get influenced, and then started writing what was actually happened at that point of time. So initially what was happened, where happened, and who other people were involved in this case, and then try to put some more information in the background part, that what was the cause of the incident, then the earlier issue, and highlight those things. And the third part you try to segment in those 3 categories. The first one is the information part, and then the bottom part, the body text part, and the third one conclusion part. Concluding, you highlighting what will be the course of action from the management, from the principal side, from the authority side. So this way. And the last part, for more information, you put the contact person name, the mobile number, the email ID, and if they need any information 24/7, they reach to this place, and you can get the information. So this is the general part of the press release, press report writing part. Now I am going to show some of the live example that already appeared in the newspaper. See, in mass media, 2 types of news we normally gets. One is soft news and another one is hard news. Hard news is very prominent, very important, very discussed news, and it gets affected to the society, to the politician, to the policy maker. So hard news is and the soft news is just to part of the entertainment, like Bollywood and some sports news. It's considered with the soft news, but its dynamism, its degree change, that is dependent on the time period. At what time your news is coming out. Suppose that if cricket match is happening, we all know this is a very soft news. Cricket match is happening, and suddenly in 5 match series, the India lost the entire series, and while losing the entire series, it's going to be the very hard format of news. So it's a prominent to the reader. Likewise, Shah Rukh Khan shooting for a film, or some actor or actress shooting for a film, it's okay, it's not new things for the reader. But when they get they met with an accident, they admitted to the hospital, and some major injury or major issues happened, and maybe they died, so that will be the hard news. So degree of dependency, degree of dynamism, degree of requirement of the time, it's changed the definition, changed the concept of hard news and the soft news. So in the first example, we can see Pappu can't fail, GSHECB set bar very low for students to pass. So this is how to prepare the HSC exam, SSC exam conducted by the Gujarat State Higher Secondary Board. So this is considered to be the first soft news. Then Python on a plane surprise passenger. See, this is a soft news for us. We people reading those news, this is soft news for us. But this will be the hard news for those people who are in the plane. They get affected. They see the snacks. So this is the hard news for them. So Python is in a plane surprise passenger. It is surprise to the passenger, surprise to many more things. See, this is just celebrity page 3 page part. 1 be healthy, just follow woman. So this may be completely a soft news. રાજકોટમાં પાણીના તળ 150 ફૂટ ઊંચા, ન્યારીમાંથી પાણી બંધ. This is a hard news because if dam gets flooded too much, then it affects to the what we call city. Yes, return to the barbarians. This is very important news we can consider. When the Pakistani troops cross the LOC line of control and they kill 2 Indian soldiers, mutilate bodies, then graphically very beautifully exhibited here in the newspaper that how the Pakistani troops reach to the border of the Hindustan and they kill those people. So again, this is a issue, this is a challenge for the defense ministry, that they have to report, they have to answer to the media. So you have to include those things exactly in a very truly manner, very truly. You are not supposed to put too much of false news, false information, so that the people can't imagine and they can't accept your news. Thanks all. I tried my level best to finish those parts. Thank you very much.
Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.